Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Brick World. I hope all of you are doing well today. Oh, man. It's already been a pretty crazy morning. I do have a guest. Already. What's up, Chef?
How we doing?
Doing all right, man. Just trying to get myself situated. Mornings are usually pretty crazy around here. How are you doing today? Can you hear me okay? Yeah, I don't know if you can hear me or not, Chef.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you right now.
Oh, good.
But yeah, I was just wondering how you've been doing, man.
I'm doing all right.
Good,
On my
good.
way home from Michigan.
Oh, yeah, you've been making a bunch of those trips, huh?
Yeah, well, this time was for me. I went up. I got to meet my donor.
Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh, yeah, I saw your picture, man. That's really cool. How did that go?
Great.
Did you have to like track them down or something, or?
Well, when I first got the bone marrow transplant, they make you wait 2 years before they give you information. And I got to submit my information.
Oh, I think you cut out. But yeah, I'm assuming you were going to say you had to submit your information, and then everything's got to be approved. That's pretty wild, though. If Chef's Mike comes back on, maybe he'll tell you all exactly what happened to him and his. Oh wait, there you are. We hear your microphone again.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah, I went through a bone marrow transplant, and I finally got to meet the man that donated all the stem cells, or the bone marrow, I guess I should say.
Yeah, because for those that are on the streams enough to follow us enough and stuff like that, you probably heard me mention, like that Chef has been through something. I just don't like to tell other people's business, obviously, but yeah, he had a bone marrow transplant, so it was a pretty. Actually, I shouldn't even have to say it, but obviously it was a big deal. Yep, there we go. No, that's all right. I was explaining to everybody, that you had to have a bone marrow transplant in case they didn't hear you or they didn't know, the history about you or anything like that. So yeah, that's definitely, that's a dangerous thing for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's. Oh, go ahead.
It was a great experience meeting him.
Yeah, I bet, man. I bet. I can't imagine how amazing that was. Yeah, I don't know. That's like I said. See when you have something. See when you have something that serious, I can't imagine. Just the stress that would put on you. Because I have diabetes, and I actually have complications from it. But at least right now, I mean, I'm fine. I'll be all right. But yeah, that's really cool. You got to meet him, though, man. And it's been years now, so I'm sure you were really excited to.
We've talked for years, but it was just the point I actually got to meet him face to face.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Well worth the 8-hour drive.
Oh yeah, for sure, man, for sure. Dude, save your life. You know what I mean? It's like I said, it's an amazing thing. So look, Chef is driving through Michigan, so he must be in a spotty area. Yeah. Chef, if you can hear me, I was just telling him since you're driving through Michigan, he might be driving through some. No, I was just saying he might be driving through some spotty areas. You know what I mean? So
yeah, West Virginia is worse than Michigan.
All right, so I'm gonna say hello to everybody real quick. I see Nicoletta was in there. Oh, I see she came back. Okay, all right. So let me go down the chat here. 117. Good morning to you, Jawa. How are you doing, buddy? Says, sorry, I can't stay. Thought I'd say hi. It's all right, man. I understand you can't stay, but I appreciate you saying hi. That means a lot to me that you would take the time to stop in and say hello. Nicoletta, how are you this morning? Nice song music. Thank you. Thank you. I am a big lover of music. Music. And I'm not, I don't mean it like, just like, yeah, I like to listen to music. I mean, like, I love music. Music has been an insanely huge part of my life. Mainly, I listen to music all the time. Like, it almost annoys my wife sometimes because she jokes around and says, like, I don't like to hear the voices in my head or something like that. So I'm always playing music. But I used to be a skateboarder, so when I would skate, I always had headphones on. I was always listening to music. When I draw, I always had headphones on, listening to music. Just walking around, like, I always play music. So, music's just a big part of my life. Bounty Hunter Brooks, what up? How you doing? Mama Lego, good morning to you. Will, what's happening? Good morning. Good old Dunkin' cold brew coffee in the morning. Yeah, that's another thing. I'm sure if enough of you have been following me for long enough, you know I pretty much have one of these almost like every day. It's not good. It's an addiction. VJE Pictures, good morning. How are you doing? Darth Kajira, how you doing, Chris? Good morning to you. God, I saw you, Darth. I saw you on in the chat somewhere. I can't remember where it was, man. It was like yesterday, the day before. It was in somebody's live stream, and you asked like a good question. I just can't remember what it was. Anyways, the Brick Room. Good morning to you, Redmond. What's up? What's up? And Blacksmith, how you doing? Good morning to you. So yeah, obviously it looks like we lost Chef. Darth, maybe it was Ryan. I just can't remember, man. So much stuff is crammed into my brain right now between work, life, family, Brickfair, just my channel, just so much stuff, man. Raptus, what's up? Good morning. How are you today? So, let me camera a little bit. So I'm pretty much done. There was one more thing I was thinking about trying to do with the lighthouse. And so here's my problem. A lot of stuff takes certain parts that I don't have or I can't find or I don't have enough time to order and wait for it to be delivered. There's just certain things that are prohibiting me from getting certain parts right now. I don't think I'm going to get them fast enough. Some stuff I thought I had and I didn't. So one of the problems right now that I'm having with the lighthouse, sorry, I got like bins of Lego down here. I was going through all like boxes and boxes and stuff of all my parts. Okay. Probably not gonna be able to see it with this camera, so let me turn on the other camera. And then you guys can tell me what you think. Let me switch the camera here. Okay. All right. I wanted to put a railing around this thing. And the railing that came with the original lighthouse, I don't know what happened to the pieces. So I went through trying to find as many different railings as I could to put up here. The problem was these are uneven. So you have, what, 3, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 studs here on this side. Yeah, same thing, 3, 6, 7. So the problem was I couldn't get an even, I couldn't get the railings even to look right. So I was like, well, screw it. Maybe I'll just leave them without the railings. And just leave this up here, which I thought about doing, and I might still do it. I don't know. It doesn't look right to me. But at this point, I don't know. I'm running out of time. So besides just figuring that out, everything else is done. I mean, I could sit here and go all day trying to find things that I can keep improving on or do differently or whatever the case may be. Oh, look, you can actually see through the waterfall in the cave. Isn't that nice? Like the light shining through it. That's cool. So, I mean, like I said, I can keep going through it and be like, yeah, I can make this better or fix this or change this. But for the most part, like, I'm pretty happy with it. This is my first mock. I'm not trying to kill myself. So now the only thing I have left to do is to set up the lights and make sure that the lights are going to work the way I want. I've already got a light in the lighthouse right now. I just don't have it on. Let me turn it on. Let me show you guys. That's okay. That's not attached. I haven't decided if this is the one I'm going to keep in here. I just wanted it in here for now to test out how bright it might be. And it, you know, it doesn't have to be super duper bright. But I'm still figuring out the setup for it yet. So you can't even really see it from right there. Like it's brighter. So I just can't get the camera around. But anyways, like I said, it's got a light in it. Oh, let me put the camera back over here. Sorry for the production issues right now. Okay, let's change this back. So, like I said, it's nothing that is gonna make me not sleep at night. It's just I kind of wanted to do things a certain way, and it's hard to execute the vision that you might have. Now, the next one I do will be totally different because I will be starting way further ahead of time. And I know it sounds like an excuse because you would think like basically 2 months. Was it 2 months or a month and a half? I don't remember. But you would think that that amount of time would be sufficient for me to get this mock done, but it's not. You know, and that's not even me trying to give excuses, but like trying to run a channel and my job itself, my full-time job is extremely demanding. Trying to run a channel, do my job, you know, spend time with my family. My daughter has been visiting for the last few weeks, so I've been trying to spend time with her. Then on top of trying to make videos or stop motion, there's just too much stuff to do in a short amount of time to do it. So I don't know. For the most part, I'm pretty happy. I got each section of the beach done. And yeah, like I said, I'm not trying to be too hard on myself about it. So, all right, let me jump back up in the chat and see what everybody's talking about, see what everybody's saying, see if anybody new stopped in. Nicoletta says, I adore your last video where it's all sick big special like Greg sick big. Hey, Ivan, how you doing? It's awesome stop motion. Thank you. I really enjoyed making that stop motion too. And you know, when I'm making the stop motions, there's some things that might seem really simple or really small to other people, but to me, it's a really big accomplishment. So for instance, like you're talking about with the sig figs, Greg, London Bridge Bricks, I was really happy with the motions that I gave him when he had the paddle in his hand and then he moved the kayak around and everything. I was really happy with that. And that makes me feel good when I'm happy with my own work because I can tell you now I'm my worst critic. So, but yeah, it was a fun one to make. I love making stop motions. I really do. Raptor says, "Hey, Hive, I have a dumb idea. Maybe put some legs on a shark and have a shark surf." That's all right, man. I mean, you know, I wouldn't care too much about maybe putting the guy in a shark costume, but it's not a big deal. I've got enough stuff ready for the beach that I don't need. I don't need to make a shark surf. But you know, it's a funny idea though. Brian, good morning to you. Jesse, what's happening? Good morning, Jesse. Oh my gosh, man, dude, you guys really need to go see Jesse's his mocks. He made a Throg. I don't know if you guys, if you guys know about Loki and Thor and all that. You guys know Throg is a frog Thor, and he made one. It was awesome. Redmond says, "Is there a Brickfair Spotify we can follow and listen to music? Music's pretty big to me too. Been making summer playlists for about 12 years or so." No, I mean, I think I have a Spotify account. I'm pretty sure I do, but I don't have like the paid account. You know what I mean? Look, I'll show you guys a little insight on something, right? And some of you guys might laugh and make fun of me, but I don't care. I'll show you a little bit of my music, and you can see what I'm talking about. All right, this is some of the artists in my playlist right now. Okay. So I'm trying to see if you guys can see this okay. So like 311, Perfect Circle, A Tribe Called Quest, Dima, Beach House, Busta Rhymes, Camp Low Clutch, Danger Doom, Deftones, Digable Planets, Digital Underground, Dust Brothers, Fiona Apple, Flight of the Conchords. Look at that. I got some Foreigner in there. I want to know what love is. Dude, I've got so much stuff, man, that makes no sense. Like, I go from Korn to Lil Dicky, Lil Biscuit to Lil River Band. Like, who listens to all this crazy stuff, man? Like Screaming Trees, dude. That's an obscure '90s grunge metal band. So I don't know if that gives you guys kind of an idea. Look at the Thompson Twins. Like, what? Got some. I got some Tool in there. So, yeah. I listen to a lot of variety of stuff. You can use Lego skeletons and part pieces to make railings. Yeah, I know. I was thinking about doing that, but that's the problem. I can't find all the right pieces I need. So, I don't know. I'm not going to lose too much sleep over it. If I don't have any railings up there, it's all good, man. It's all good. Hey, what's up, Brick Studio? Good morning to you. Nicoletta says, "Put in the lighthouse. The light brick is looking like a real lighthouse." Thank you. And this particular set actually came with a light brick. I don't know if it still works or not. You might be able to see it light up. Hold on a minute. Oh, wait. Hold on a minute. No. Oh, it's dead. Wait, no, it's not. No, it's not. Hold on. Wait. It's almost dead, though. So, this set actually came with a light brick. And I just left it in there. But obviously, it was not very bright. Went to Target this morning and they had the bonsai tree and the flower bouquet. Yeah, man. Target be surprising me with some of the sets they have right now. Oh, you like the picture of that TIE fighter? This is Hive got that for me. Yeah, before I got out of my dark ages. Because I've told a lot of you, Star Wars is what got me back into Lego. But I don't know, about a year before I got out of my dark ages, like I got me like these models of Star Wars ships and stuff, and Mrs. Hive started buying me like big posters of TIE fighters. She got me like these 2 matching pictures. One's of the Millennium Falcon, one's of a TIE fighter, but it's like almost got like gold or silver type trim. It's really nice pictures. But thank you. Yeah, I know, and that's the first order TIE fighter. Just my monks are hard. You did great with the time you had. Thanks, Raptus. Appreciate that. Brick Mambo Zig, all right, the Lego King. Good morning to you. Just this dog was so fun to build. I bet, man. I bet. You look like it was a fun build. Did you have to use any instructions for Throg? I could listen to that playlist. Nice. Some of my playlists go from Queen and Metallica to Kendrick Lamar. And look, man, it's not just with music, just life in general. I've always said variety is the spice of life. That's actually a saying anyways, but it really is. Me personally, I mean, there are things that I like more. Like, I would say, like, pretty much like maybe alternative or hard rock and like rap. Those are two that I listen to probably more than anything. But as you guys saw in my playlist, man, I don't care. I'll listen to the Smiths. Then I'll jump and listen to some Led Zeppelin. You know what I mean? You know, I don't like, and for me, sometimes I like a band more than I like the singer. Sometimes I'll like a singer, but I don't really like all their songs, but I'll like some of them, but I just really love that singer's voice. Yeah, it just depends on whatever. But yeah, variety. Will says, I'll be back. Okay, you will. Says, Aligla says, I gotta make some lunch. I hear you. I'll be right. You can send me the pictures. I know what you're talking about. At least I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about. It's just, again, it's a matter of me finding all the pieces and stuff. You know what I mean? That's the problem. Blocksmith says, I have the Thompson Twins. Stay with me on my tour. Yeah, that's a good one too, man. They got a bunch of good songs. I mean, and especially, and look, some songs I like, but I like them a lot more because of maybe nostalgia or some feelings they'll bring with me. You know, like, you know, because I'm older. You know what I mean? I'm 44. So like, I'll hear some songs like that I heard when I was young, like in the 80s, like a lot of 80s music, and I'll just want to listen to it just because, you know, it's good. It's good music. It's a good song or whatever. But it just, you know, you guys got to know what I'm talking about, man. You listen to a song and it bring you back, you know, to a time in your life that was good or even bad, or it doesn't even matter. Just, and it's not even just music. Art can do that. Movies, you know what I mean? You know, smells, like some foods sometimes. Oh, oops, looks like I missed some comments. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I got my light brick from Haunted House. Right. Okay. Yeah, the Haunted House is cool. I wish I could have got that. Raptus says you got the best wife in existence. I agree, Raptus. I agree. I always joke around, man. I don't know what the heck she sees in me, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a nice dude, man, but like I can be annoying. I can be overbearing. Brickman says Beastie Boys, dude. And you know what the great thing about the Beastie Boys? I mean, because I'm old enough. I remember when License to Ill came out. Like, I remember when that tape came out. And obviously they did stuff before License to Ill. A lot of their punk rock stuff and all that. Like, I think Paul's Boutique came out before License to Ill. But Beastie Boys, man, those boys could rap. They played rock music. They played instruments. They played like instrumental songs. Like there's an album they made. I can't remember if they created some original music for this album or if it was just like songs they took from other albums that they made. But it was called like The End Sounds from the Way Out or something like that. And man, I've used some of those songs in like my stories for Instagram. I would play it right now, but I don't want to get hit with copyrights or whatever. But man, Beastie Boys made so much good music, man. It's crazy. All right, hold on a minute. I'm losing track again. My YouTube playlist goes from country to rap to video to rap to blues to 80s pop. Yeah, man. It's good. It's good to listen to a lot of different stuff, man. You know, it's good to broaden your horizons. I mean, it doesn't mean you have to like stuff because it's about taste. You can't force yourself to like something. You know what I mean? But it's always good to always try new stuff. BJE says I'm gonna head out. Have a good one. Thanks, BJE. Have a good day, man. Thanks for hanging with us. My feel good bring me back song is somewhere one a beach. Yeah, I don't know what my favorite feel good song would be, but there's definitely a lot of them. I only have a few songs, old songs from my dad's childhood, like Beach Boys, Run DC, LL Cool J, Weezer. Yeah, man, those are all good ones. All good groups. I mean, LL Cool J. Gosh dang, man. He put out some good tunes. Mama Said Knock You Out. One of the best albums ever. Literally almost every song on that album is awesome. Like, really, really awesome. Hey, Bricks in Lithuania. What's up, brother? How you doing? Hello there. Good morning to you. AC/DC, Blue Man Group, Kiss. Yeah, so those three groups I actually not really huge fans of. And not in a bad way. Just, you know, AC/DC and Kiss are two rock groups that they both have a couple songs that I do actually really like, but that particular style, that sound that they put out isn't really up my alley that much. Blue Man Group, I don't even know if I've really never heard any of their stuff except for like maybe on a commercial or a TV show or something like that. Don't they just play like steel drums or something like that? So I'm not really sure. Open Build Repeat, good morning to you. I hope you're doing well. Open Build Repeat, I feel like you got to get a shirt that I have. I'm trying to remember exactly how it goes. It says like, eat, Lego, something, sleep. Like it's like a repeat. It says repeat on it. Like eat, sleep, Lego, and then repeat or something. But it always makes me think of you. Rob just says, I hate my phone. I meant somewhere on a beach. Oh. Yeah, man. I'm not sure if I know that song or not. Blocksmith said I had a smell memory trigger the other day that was identical to the sealant my dad used to fix my mom's 77 Oldsmobile Cutlass T-tops. It was kind of amazing. Yeah, it is really amazing when that can happen. I know it sounds ridiculous, but yeah. We have a guest. Hold on, let me let my guest in real quick. Oh, what's up, Brian? He says he didn't quit yet. Oh, right. I got a rant video just bubbling up, man. Let me let my guest in here real quick. What's up, Jay? How you doing, man?
Doing all right. How are you, Hive?
I'm doing all right. So, hey, dude, you had messaged me and said that he hadn't got his package yet. You haven't gotten yours? You got yours?
Yeah,
oh
I
my
got
goodness.
it yesterday.
Because I think I looked on the tracking. I think it says Monday on it, but I don't know. Dang, that's nice, dude. I like that.
It's great.
I do like that. Look, I got to tell everybody something, man. When I raffled off all these sets, I don't necessarily want to raffle them. Like, I'd kind of like to just keep all my Lego, man. You know what I mean? But I gotta help myself pay for stuff like this UCS Boba Fett Starship. You know, I'm just kidding. The Boba Fett slave one. You know, and then the gunship and just these astronomical orders. What do you got there?
So I went to the Pab Wall this week.
Oh, are these just 1x2s?
Yeah, in dark red and dark blue.
Oh,
I got 2x6s in this.
That's an interesting color. Yeah, that's an interesting color, dude.
And I got a bunch of these somehow.
Yeah, I got a bunch of those too. That's actually what I made my surf shop letters with.
Yeah, I got other stuff, but Those were my favorite parts.
Yeah, no, it's the pick a brick wall has been interesting, man. I cannot wait to see what they might have at the Lego store in Virginia. But I feel like, and chat, correct me if I'm wrong on this because I have no clue. Is the pick a brick wall pretty much the same across the board? I know it's not the exact same because they have different pieces. Some of them have bigger pick a brick walls, but is it safe to assume, or is there like just each Lego store just literally puts whatever the hell they want in there? Because I feel like it goes off inventory, but I don't have a clue, man. You know, Tart says, "Let the hate flow high." Yeah, right, I'll go let that hate flow. And again, I've told people, man, that's not a bad thing. You should not keep stuff bottled up inside you. One, because it's not good for your mental health. And two, you should tell people your opinions on things. Like, I'm not saying you gotta get in people's face and be like, "Hey, you listen to me," you know. But I mean, dude, look, I've seen, like, I'll take Ryan as an example because Ryan's usually my go-to example because he's a bigger YouTuber and a lot more people comment on his stuff. I've seen multiple comments talking about Ryan shouldn't complain about these minifigs or it's about the gunship and not the minifigs. And look, man, if you've watched his videos, you've seen he has no issues at all. If not, he loves that damn gunship, like probably most of us. I don't think I've heard anybody really say anything bad about it. Maybe some of people have been like, "Oh, it's too big," but I mean, that's it. It's the UCS, man. That's like I've been telling everybody I want to be able to get in the damn thing and fly away in it. So, but the point is, and again, he's brought this up. They asked us what minifigures we wanted with the ship, man. Okay, and we all know the two that probably almost everybody picked. But my whole thing is, like, even if you didn't pick those, why would you put a pilot? Why would a pilot come with it, man? And then even the bigger part, the part that I'm gonna actually be ranting about, is just the stuff that they've said. You know, I know a lot of people have watched Ryan's video. I know a lot of people watched Sam's video, or you know, and some other people have talked about it. But you know, I and again, I want to make sure everybody please understands when I say this. I'm not trying to be a dick when I say this, okay? I'm just wondering, have any land members like said anything about some of these comments that the Lego designers have made? That's what I'm wondering about. And again, I don't want any, because dude, we all have a lot of,
this is what we wanted, Lego, at the bare minimum.
The bare minimum. Dude. And we all have a lot of friends in land, so I don't want to sound like an ass or feel like it's pressuring anybody, but I'm just wondering, has anybody out there, has anybody heard any land members like say anything about this? You know? I'm not saying they have to. I just feel like it'd be important. Because, dude, I know some people might think that we're making a mountain out of a molehill. You know, there are definitely worse problems in life and this and that. But, dude, there was some shitty things that they said, man. I'm sorry. And even if they didn't mean it to come off shitty, they really did. And as a multi-billion-dollar company that has their logo, like their phrase, the best and everything, I mean, and they're always talking about fan service, and they're always talking about, like, no details spared. I mean, dude, and then you say those things, man. Like, right now I'm being very calm because I'm not going to lie to you guys. It saddened me, man. It made me sad more than angry at first because, again, dude, we spend a lot of money on Lego, and we're fans, and we put our hearts into it. You guys watch our videos. We have this community amongst each other. Like, we're like a big family, man. And I know they're a company. I know they're about money, and I get that, and I want them to make a lot of money. But it's just like, dude, when you talk about a $350 set, it's for 18 plus. It's based off of a movie that you didn't get right anyways on certain aspects. But, like, to just say, like, oh, yeah, you're not going to notice it, and it won't tell the difference. Like, dude, come on, man. Look, I'm not even as fluent in Clone Wars is like people like Ryan and Coconut and Solo. Like those guys know way more than me, but I'm still not that dumb to where like I'm going to be able to tell like that's not a clone pilot, you know? And even if I wasn't, they should be. Dude, how do you make those kinds of mistakes, man? Yeah. So I'm not going to say too much else about it because, like I said, I'm going to make a rant video about it. But, I mean, it's just, dude, Lego does so much stuff. They're habitual. They do this habitually, man. Like, they do all this stuff. And I'm like, I don't know what to say. What's Ryan saying? A lot of this is just regurgitated M&R speech. All his fans just listen to his delusional arguments and spread harassment to Lego complain all the time. The real people who should be upset are the fans who get possible set shut down by these crazy fans. That's a real tweet by someone I can only assume is 14. Ryan, I gotta tell you, man, becoming friends with you but even before we were friends and before you ever made me like a mod on your channel, I remember watching your channel all the time, man, and like seeing comments. I'm like, huh? Like what? And yeah, you can only assume they just must be young, like real young, and just don't know, you know what I mean? Or I don't know, man. I don't know. It's kind of like goes back to the argument about when you would do reviews, Ryan, and you give your honest opinion. People are like, you shouldn't complain. You got this in for free. Well, dude, do you want him to lie to us? I want an honest review. It's like, what's wrong with you, man? Like, if that set sucks and it's or if it's defective or if something's wrong, I want him to tell us. You know, because and there's also a difference between your opinion on something and then like the set, you know, being back heavy, you know, and falling. Like that's a legit thing. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. The Lego Group's motto is only the best is good enough. Yeah, we know Raptors. We know what their motto is. Yeah. If Emerhard doesn't exist, everyone is happy about the good ship. He's just forcing his negative and privileged mindset on all his little 12-year-old subs. Look, Ryan, you got some thick skin, dude, because I don't know how much of that relentless bullcrap I'd be able to take, man. What's Brickman saying? Ryan, not everyone on your channel is 12. I'm 19 and I love watching your video. Dude, Ryan knows that, dude. Trust me. I mean, I imagine it's even probably a small percentage of Ryan's fans. I don't want to say the problem, but the difference is when you have like 300,000+ subscribers, a small percentage is still going to be a decent amount of people. You know what I mean? But yeah, he knows most of his viewers are reasonable people. It is insane though, man. I've blocked so many people and I still see it. Yeah, I bet, man. What's Bill saying? The next time Lego will make a Mandalorian set, they can use a bunch of Darth Vaders instead of Dark Troopers because most of us remember big black robots fighting Mando. Yeah, dude. I mean, because look, I've seen a bunch of us also use the argument about, you know, well, Lego didn't do, like, they did this and then they did it. Look, the one thing I've learned definitely about Lego is they're inconsistent, they're hypocritical, they do what they want, and it doesn't matter, you know. And someone actually mentioned to me the other day, they're like, it was somebody not like a sub person. It was somebody had seen my stuff, but I actually know them. And they asked me, they're like, man, you act like you don't really like Lego. And I was like, I told them, I was like, well, I've told my viewers, I'm like, look, I love Lego, the product. I love the toy. I mean, dude, that's why we're here. We love the toy. We love building stuff. We love the themes. There's so many things about the product that we love. I was like, yeah, but the company, yeah. It's like the company's a different story. The people that run it, their policies, a lot of that stuff that, yeah, that's a different story. That's two different. It's kind of like separating the art from the artist. Like, for instance, I like a lot of Kanye West music, but dude, I think that dude's nuttier than a freaking fruitcake, man. I like a lot of Tom Cruise movies, but I don't really like Tom Cruise that much. You know what I mean? I think that's probably the best way I can look at it, is like, I love Lego, the product, but the company, yeah. And I'm not even meaning like everybody that works for Lego either. I just, basically the bigger people that call the shots. That's because their customer service is beautiful. I go to the stores, people are always great, helpful, very helpful, and obviously the designers, for the most part, except for some things that we talk about, and especially like this minifigure stuff, the gunship or whatever, but for the most part, yeah, the designs and stuff are amazing, dude. But yeah, Blocksmith says I'm 45 and I'm self-employed. Hive makes a rant about a rant. His comment section on a rant. yeah, I'll be sure to use some meta jokes in that rant. That's so funny, Blocksmith. I love when people say my audience is young and just use it to try and devalue a point I've made. Yeah, if anything, Ryan, I would say the majority of your audience is probably not that young. I mean, because think about it, Ryan. I mean, yeah, there's no doubt. I'm sure you have tons and tons of young viewers, but I just think the majority is a little older because you're older. You know what I mean? And you don't make kiddie type stuff. And I know people outside of our circles would probably be like, what are you talking about, man? He makes videos about Lego, but it's about your presentation. And Ryan, like a lot of us, we go at it with more an adult perspective on things. You know what I mean? We don't, and I don't even mean just like the extremes of like Ryan's world, like, what? I mean, even like when you're trying to tone it up some, like we still are on another level where we talk like we do. We bring up valid points. We bring up adult type points. So yeah, I don't even think, because I feel like if you're really young, I feel like you might not even like Ryan's stuff that much, man. I mean, maybe to a degree, but I feel like for the most part, man, he's more, upper teens and adults, you know what I mean? As far as like people that would watch his stuff. But again, I don't know. I don't see Ryan's analytics, so he might have like 200,000 10-year-olds. Dude, I don't fucking know, man. Block is 45 going on 13. I hear you, man. That's me. Why does the blocking on YouTube not work? It really pisses me off. I think it works, kind of. But the problem is, I think a lot of people just make multiple accounts, man. That's really what it comes down to. Because I don't know if you guys have been on some of my streams, man. I'll have like I'll have the mods just take them out, dude, and then they just pop back up, man. It's crazy. I know the majority of my audience isn't. I don't care who's watching the story, but 90% of people I meet in real life for like 16, 24 hours. Yeah. 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 You know what, Raptors? Yeah, I remember that. I think I remember that one. Brickman says, I love the new RG set, but why in the hell does it have to be $350? Can't it be $100? Just call it that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's a little expensive too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I feel like it should have been 300.
I don't really know. I mean, honestly, with the way that look, it helped me out, everybody. I bought it, but I can't remember how much was the A-wing. I want to say it was
200. I'll look it up.
Really, I feel like it was more than 200, but maybe not. Because,
dude, look it up to be sure.
All right. Let me put it into a different perspective. Okay, so the Falcon was 800. Okay, and the gunship, man, like I don't know if you guys
200.
200. Okay, so the gunship, I don't know if you guys see the picture of it overlapped over the Falcon, and I mean, obviously it's not as big as the Falcon, but like the wingspan and everything, dude, this thing is enormous. Now, could we make an argument between the 3 to 350 price range? Probably, you know. But you want to hear something crazy? Something I didn't notice, and I looked at this yesterday. The UCS Slave 1 has 1,996 pieces. Okay. R2D2 has 2,314 pieces. Now, obviously, it's probably because R2's got more smaller pieces, but it's still weird to think that this R2 has more pieces than that Slave 1, because I haven't built a Slave 1, but I've seen it, and dude, that thing is it's huge. It's huge. So I don't know. I immediately thought, like, man, 350 sounds reasonable for the gunship, just because of the size of it and how nice it looks and this and that. But yeah, I'm sure if I sat here and thought hard enough about it or something, I could probably convince myself to have an argument for $300, gunship. But I will say a $50 difference for this isn't swaying me at all. I love this ship so much, man. Dude, I love it so much that I don't want to buy it out of sheer principle. Like, I want to protest with Sands about it, you know what I mean? But I can't. I gotta have that thing too. It's too beautiful looking, man.
Yeah, it looks great.
But yeah, I finished my lunch, so I'm back. Oh, well, welcome back, Nicoletta. Sir Brooks, what's up, Sir Brooks? Star Wars boat 350. Yep. Evan is theoretically only young people watch, right? Oh, no. I mean, it's nothing. I think I understand what you're saying, but if I do, no, it doesn't make the time less valuable. It's just about the dynamic of who's watching, I guess. Rula, good morning to you. I feel like the gunship is nice, but I would rather get an updated version in minifig scale for a lot less. UCS is just too big for my flavor. No place to store it. Look, I want to tell you guys something, because I agree with a lot of you. I've never had a UCS Star Wars ship before, except for the A-Wing. Because, yeah, they were too out of my price range. Because you guys damn well know, man, like, when you're talking $200-300 or more for a Lego set, for one Lego set, it gets to be difficult trying to justify, especially if you don't make a lot of money. I make enough money now to where I can, and let me rephrase that, because I'm not buying UCS gunship with money I have in my pocket. I'm buying it on money I don't have yet. I'm spending credit card, So because I can use my credit card, I can buy it and then make payments on it. You know what I mean? Because I don't have $350, man. I mean, I could, but then like I'm gonna have to sacrifice other stuff. It might be some gas money. It might be, I don't know what it could be, but so yeah, I get it. I've never been able to afford them. I'm not gonna be able to. I can, but I'm not going to be able to afford the AT-AT when it comes out. Unless something happens. Unless I get a bonus and I just have enough money or something like that. But dude, that's $800? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think that's the rumor price.
Yeah. Of course, I'd like to have it. I'm excited to see what the heck it would look like. But I did get the last AT-AT that came out. So, I mean, I'm happy, But yeah, I get it, man. Because, dude, there's ones, like I told you guys before, I already have a smaller Falcon. I got, like, I think the Force Awakens one when it came out. But besides the Falcon, 3 ships I had to have was the Slave 1, the Ghost, and the Imperial Shuttle. So I bought the Titanium Imperial Shuttle, and then I bought the Slave 1. I can't get the Ghost right now. it's I don't have that much money, man. I have no space for the gunship either, but I still really want to get it. So that's another thing that I could tell Mrs. High was trying to hint at, but wasn't trying to like ruin my day about it. But she's absolutely right. Where the hell am I going to put this? Why would I buy this right now? Like, why wouldn't I just wait? Because, dude, I still haven't built the Slave 1. Dude, there's a whole backlog of freaking sets I haven't built yet because I just don't know where to put them. Now, when I get back from Brickfair, I could build it and I could set it on the table. And that's going to take up this whole table. Just like I got to figure out what to do with this thing when I get back. Because I can't leave it here, man. Like, you guys have no idea how much space this is taking up sitting right here. Like, I have to, like, almost stretch completely to close and open the window. It's crazy. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get 2 hooks and put them into the wall and just set this thing on those hooks and lean it against the wall. So it would look like a big giant painting. And I guess everything's, it's on studs. So for the most part, I think everything will stay on there. I don't think, like, something like this would fall off. So I'd have to keep that up there. But everything else should pretty much stay, unless it's on the water, But I don't know what to do with it, man. I don't know where to put it.
Hello, Moto.
Hi, Moto. Babyface Teach. Oh, that's right. You shaved. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Hi. Yeah. It's just something I did.
Dude, I look so young when I shave. I really do.
Yeah. So do I.
I know you definitely look.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely reverted back like another 6-7 years, dude. Moto, how you doing, man? Oh, and let me tell you something. I was sad, and I know I'm a little late to tell you this now, but Mrs. Hive was terribly sad when you didn't make it all the way in Lego Masters. Because as soon as, like, she already knew who you were. Like, I don't know if she was as familiar with you as some of the other people in the circle, like Sans and them, but that's because, they're kind of easy to remember because the stuff they say. But she knew who you were. She recognized your face from the stickers that you sent me and everything. But yeah, I forgot to tell you about that, man. She was really sad. Yeah. I don't even know if she was really even rooting for anybody after you. Brick Hive, you could do a giveaway of sets you don't want. I could. I could. And I can tell you this: I am going to be giving away some dots poly bags because I bought a bunch of these just because I needed some of the pieces. And now I have, like, I don't know, maybe 5 bags left over that I didn't even open. I'm like, I don't even know if I can give those things away. I don't even know if anybody wants them. So yeah, and I remember I should do another poll just to be sure because it was pretty close last time. Excuse me. I did a poll last Good Morning Brick World about if I should raffle like the Hidden Side bus, if I should raffle that Jurassic World. What's that damn dinosaur called? Dominus Rex. That one. Or if I should raffle the Lambo. And the Lambo won by like a few percentage. Like just a few percent. So I'm like, gosh, man, did you really want the Lambo that bad? So I should probably. Did you really?
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, man. I like I said, I pay for the shipping and everything. You know what I mean? I gotta make sure that's what everybody wants, man, because I figured it'd be like one of these sealed sets, And then if that is definitely what everybody wants to raffle off next, I gotta figure out how many tickets and how much and stuff, because I mean, one, it was an expensive set, which I'm not trying to make the same amount of money I paid for it. I'm not trying to do that. But also, got to make sure YouTube gets their cut. And Dude, it'd be expensive to ship to you, Jay. But if somebody like in Australia wins, I have no idea how much that Lambo is going to cost to ship, man. So,
I'm assuming you wouldn't take it apart to ship it.
I mean, if somebody wanted me to, I would. I'm not going to take it apart piece by piece. I'm sorry, but I'll definitely take it apart. Nicolette says, "Hi, I like the Not Today shirt. The ATT is funny." So, you know when I found out about the shirt, and I didn't know it at first. So, okay. So you see how the AT-AT is, you know? Like when he got taken down, like say he, like it's a thing. All right. So, you know, like when the AT-AT got taken down, it felt like that. And then it says not today. All right. I thought when it said not today, it meant like, you're not going to be able to take me down, AT-AT, like not today, you know what I mean? And this is what happens when you mess with me, right? No, man. This is a parody of Snoopy from Charlie Brown. Because that's when he sleeps like that, like he's like being lazy or something. And it says like not today because he's not doing anything today, you know? So I didn't, like, let me see if I can find it. Hold on a minute. Because I never even looked. That's just what somebody told me. But I do remember seeing Snoopy like that. Hold on a minute. Yep. Oh no, wait. There it is. Hold on a minute. So this is what they took it from. So I never even knew that. I thought it was just basically like, not today, AT-AT, you're going down. So yeah, definitely interesting. Look at that. We all learned something. Something else I learned. You guys want to learn some science? Let's learn some science for a second. So, and this is something Mrs. Hive taught me the other day. So if you, oh, wait a minute. I think people only on the East Coast would probably know this. So if you live on the East Coast, if you see any trees and at the end of the trees, they look kind of dead or something like that, like towards the end of the branches, that's from all the cicadas that were out here. So I can't remember exactly what she told me. Like, I don't know if it's because that's where they lay their eggs. And then I guess when they hatch or something, they fall to the ground and they bury themselves in the ground, blah, blah, blah. But yeah. So now, like, I see all these trees and I'm looking at them like, oh, that explains that. Let's see. What's everybody saying? Oh, Bill said he had to go. Bye, Bill. Even though you said that, like, I don't know, 7 minutes ago. I was sad too when they kicked you off Moto. I stopped watching Lego Masters. Moto, that's what you do. You get some hardcore fans, man. They're like, I didn't even watch the rest of Lego Masters. Moto says, I was embarrassed for the shake challenge. We were making a brick hive and it turned out pretty awful looking. It was supposed to be an Easter egg for your secrets. Really? Oh, wow, Moto. I don't know. It's supposed to be like for me specifically. But yeah, I was bummed because honestly, in my opinion, I thought you were the most talented one there. But you know, everybody would probably be like, "Oh, that's because Moto's your friend. You like Moto." No, man. Like, have you seen the stuff this man has built? Like, for crying out loud, dude. I mean, we were talking a long time ago about how you should be on Lego Masters. No, Moto, I didn't. Do I need to go back and watch it? Did you say something and I just missed it? I mean, because through a handful of the shows, I don't remember which ones. I mean, you know, I was doing stuff at the same time. You know, maybe work called me, or maybe I was editing or something. So I mean, I might have missed something if you said it, but I didn't know it was, you know, for me. You know, I don't want to, or just assume just because if there's a bee or a hive and somebody's mock, it has anything to do with me. Oh, okay. Good. I'm glad I didn't miss it, but thank you, Moto. Man, dude, are you kidding me, Moto? That you know how awesome that is to think that you know you were thinking about me and doing that on the show. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to go back and take some screenshots. Be like, look, everybody, he was doing that for me. That was a secret knowledge. Oh goodness. Yeah, I hear you, Rap, because I know a lot of people have been saying that. Personally, I think a lot of it has to do with the marketing, but that's just my own personal opinion. I feel like they didn't really market it as good as the first season. Because, dude, I mean, don't get me wrong, I've been really, really busy like the last 9 months. But I don't remember seeing a lot of stuff telling me when it was going to start and everything like the last season. Like it started, not even like I almost missed it. But you know, I don't know. Brickman says 2 of my favorite contestants got kicked off. One Don, but Moto was my favorite one because he's just so fun. I would just focus on the build, dude. And the thing also, man, is you know, Moto's just a really good person. I've been so fortunate, you know, to know a lot of you in the community and the friends, and you know, I consider you guys family, you know. But there's been a lot of people I've met that, you know, they're just special to me, man. They're the good people. I'm glad I know them, and Moto's one of them. Moto's a really interesting person. And it's also really cool. He's an awesome builder. I mean, for anybody that's new, if anybody's new around here and they're not, you know, they haven't really seen much Moto stuff, but I'm telling you, man, Moto isn't building stuff like a castle or a boat. Like, he's building like cat heads, wolf heads, like really crazy, huge starships, and just such intricate looking, different type of designs on stuff, man. You know, and that's why I've always held Moto 2 also on like a high regard as far as building, because it's not just like the builds, it's how he builds them. He takes the most obscure looking pieces, man, and does the most amazing things with them I've never ever thought you would be able to do. Do you like red or blue lightsaber? I mean, look, personally, I like red. That's I like red more than blue.
I like blue more than red, to be honest. And it's funny because we're both wearing the
Dude, that's crazy. You're right. I didn't even think about that. And you know what? Hold on a minute. Let me change something real quick. Let me change something. There we go. That seems to be more fitting right now. But I will tell you this. I do like blue, and I also like Mace Windu's. I like purple, but if I had to pick a second choice, I would probably go with white. I'm really is it yellow? I can't remember.
There's both. Both are out there. Ahsoka's are white, and then Rey's is yellow. Okay,
then it is white. Because I think was white also the ones for the Jedi Temple guards too, or was that
no?
Yellow?
That was yellow.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it was. I'm pretty sure those are white. Either that or they're like a silver. But I'd say they're white.
Yeah. So I really do like that also. I feel like it's a really good neutral color, you know, because I've always been more neutral about stuff anyways.
Yeah. You know, there was a Jedi with a gold lightsaber.
Really?
In the Darth Bane trilogy, there was a Jedi in there that had a gold saber.
Huh.
And I think I'll spoil it only because the books have been out for a while.
Yeah,
but I think he died in the second book.
Okay.
Because he and 4 other Jedi went up against Darth Bane and his apprentice.
And that was the girl, right?
Yeah, Darth Zana, I think.
Yeah, because I remember I had the graphic novel that showed when Bane first got her as a child. Yeah, she's super powerful. And then in the whole story, like they thought she was the weakest one or something. And it's pretty wild, man. It's a really good story. I can't remember what it was called, but the artwork was beautiful, and it was basically it took place back when Jedi and Sith were in the thousands.
It was right at the end of that era, where the
it was right when the
numbered
Rule
in
of
the
Two.
thousands.
Yeah, it was right when the Rule of Two started. Yeah,
Yeah, that was Bane.
mm-hmm.
Bane is step. It was great.
Yeah, which always. I used to, I don't know, somebody did explain it to me good once, because I used to really have a problem with the Rule of Two, because I'm like, it just doesn't seem like Sith would prosper under the Rule of Two. But being a Sith isn't about just being a master apprentice, is what I was told. It's like, there's lots of Sith, but
it's about concentrating the dark side all in one person so that they're ultra powerful, whereas the Jedi had all the light side spread across their 10,000 members. The
right,
Sith
and
just concentrate all of that.
And to me, go ahead.
And with Darth Bane being so powerful in the beginning, he had to make sure that his apprentice was even more powerful. So, and by having the apprentice kill the master, and eventually, it ensures that the Sith get more powerful.
So where
they get to Palpatine.
So yeah, because I was going to say, man. So do you think that Palpatine was being selfish about it then?
I mean, I think
because he had a lot of apprentices, and
yeah, I mean,
or was he just that good? No one was able to overtake him.
I mean, he had the long-term plan. I think if Anakin hadn't been injured on Mustafar, he probably would have eventually succeeded and killed.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
And ruled the galaxy after the Emperor.
Mm-hmm. Because there's no doubt, even with the Force, man. I've read plenty of stuff in canon saying about how his suit was a big hindrance on his movements and all that stuff, man. Hey, look, Greg's out there. Good morning, London Bridge Bricks. Just lurking, but wanted to say hi. Huh?
Once Palpatine discovered that Luke was out there, he's like, Skywalker, family blood, probably is very powerful in the Force. Best opportunity for a new apprentice. Yeah,
I still wish Rey would have to the dark side, but you can always just fantasize about that. The Darksaber came long before Mando. Yes, it did. Darksaber had been around for a while. Moto, you should build some Star Wars helmets. I want to buy that wolf head from Moto. My mom symbols a wolf and I want to get it for her. Dude, that thing would be expensive, man. I consider every LM a part of my family, even if they're from Australia, UK. Rock on, man. Oh, that's a good thing. Star Wars fan club. Greg, how you doing today, man? Out there burning up. Robbie says the suit Darth Vader wears is the only reason he couldn't face Palpatine.
Yeah. I remember reading somewhere that the suit was designed to keep Vader from using Force lightning.
And I feel like if Maul had aged
or something.
Yeah, and I feel like if Maul had aged enough, he might have been able to take on Sidious as well. But the problem with Maul was he was just too immature.
Yeah, he was also trained as an assassin, not like a full-on
apprentice.
I mean, he was given some of that stuff, but
he was
only ever going to be a tool.
I remember I never read the novel, but someone that did was talking to me about in the novel for Revenge of the Sith, when Sidious took out the 4. Was it 4 or 3 Jedi? Because I know Kit Fisto, there was Mace.
Well, it was 4. It was Agent Kolar and Saesee Tiin.
Yeah. So, but when he did that spin going towards him, and you could hear like that roar, like in the book, it describes how it's a much bigger thing. It's like a Sith power, and it puts fear into everybody. So you can imagine these Jedi, one, don't know he's a Sith, or even for that master, you know what I mean? 2, you think he's some old man that's just like, you can't really do much. But then think about it. 1, he jumps at you, man, spinning around with that damn lightsaber. And they said he was so fast that not only was that roar thing that put fear in you, but he was so fast in the book, they described him as a blur. So, yeah, man. Like, don't get me wrong. I almost want to say it's like a cheap shot. because that first 2 kills, man, they were probably so stunned and in shock or fear or whatever, man, that they didn't even have a chance. He wiped them out real quick.
Yeah, it was a bit different in the book from what I remember. I have that somewhere. Maybe I'll see if I can find it in a minute. And I do remember that in the book, the novelization, Kit Fisto wasn't just slashed with the saber and fell over. His head ended up on Palpatine's desk because I remember Anakin saw that because he entered in through the window of Palpatine's office rather than running across the Senate building.
Oh.
Yeah. And I remember he could also sense that, Mace Windu himself was tapping into the dark side because that's what his lightsaber form does.
Yeah. I don't know. And I remember there was a couple things when I saw Revenge of the Sith in the theater because my dad and I went and saw it, and I can't remember how old I was. I think I was in like my mid-20s. But anyways, I remember when we walked out of the theater, I mentioned one thing, and I was thinking about another thing too. But I mentioned to my dad about like Padme, like I'm like, did she die of a broken heart, man? Like, is that how she died? So that part really messed me up. But the other thing I was thinking about that I didn't really talk about with him or not like that was when, if I was Anakin and I ran in there and I saw like Sidious and Mace, Windu, like, and he's doing the lightning thing, right? And the lightning's firing back on him. If I was Anakin, I would have been like, well, stop freaking shooting at him. Just stop shooting at him. What are you doing? But no, I'm going to go ahead and cut Mace's arm off. It's like, so I don't know. But those are the only 2 things I remember thinking, like, what the? 117, what's up? Moda says, those polytexture builds are too complicated for the software. It can get it kind of can't figure out how to connect. I could see that. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know. I'm not really too familiar with the software. So, Parent Bricks, good morning to you. Hello. Nicoletta says, best Star Wars planets, Naboo, Tatooine, Jakku, Endor, Hoth, Coruscant, honestly, I have to say, probably Coruscant, man. There's something really fascinating to me about a city planet. And then when I found out some more of the lore about that planet and all the different like lower levels, and dude, you know how scary it is down at those bottom levels of that planet? Like,
yeah,
there's a lot of scary things down there. Because also, and it's really weird because it kind of reflects our world a little bit about how the rich crapping on the poor. Because in Coruscant, even Jedi and the Senate and all that stuff, man, like all their trash and waste just goes down to these lower levels and stuff. And I don't care if people live down there or whatever. It's crazy. Moto says, carry on my wayward son. Yes, Moto. I made it to peace when you were done. KB Lego Lover, what's happening? Good morning, KB. Hope you're doing well today. Unfortunately, I can't really have a super long show today because this is my daughter's last weekend here. So I'm trying to spend some time with her, and we're going to go downtown and walk around and get some ice cream. We're going to downtown Ellicott City. So while we're there, I'm going to see if Classic Plastic Bricks may be open. You never know. Like, I know.
Sounds fun.
I know the owner doesn't really watch my show, but hey, just in case, if you turn this on, you're watching, open your shop today. Orange Bricks, good morning to you. Hello. Also,
I just thought of something.
What's that?
Kind of going back to the gunship.
Yeah.
A little bit. Remember the 2013 ATTE? Those are technically piloted by pilots, by clone pilots, but there was only one figure in the set, or one clone in the set.
Really?
Guess who it was?
Oh God!
It was the previous version of the commander. So Lego, this is not the first time Lego's pulled this.
Yeah. And see, here's one. And again, I didn't want to talk too much about it because, like I said, I'm going to make a rant video. But something I'm going to ask in the video is, and I'll ask all of you, the viewers, like, do you think that they did this because of incompetence, or do you think they did it just because they just don't give a shit? I mean, because look, either way is not a good look. So I don't know. But I'll be asking that question in the video. It might be a little more direct and aggressive. I don't know. I'm trying not to be upset on my morning show.
Yeah.
Good morning, Lego Mike.
Hello, Lego Mike. Hello, Scott Davis.
Hey, Scott.
You know, I'm in the minority here, but I'm not personally immensely disappointed with the gunship minifigs. But I think that's because my expectations were already so low. That
Yeah, and I mean, and
to
of
be
course,
honest, the figs are really good. To be honest,
Yeah,
I
no.
love the commander. I just
Yeah,
feel like he's not
look,
in the right set.
and I don't think that's. I honestly, I don't think I've heard anybody say, you know, like the figs are bad. It's Sans said it the best, in my opinion. Okay, Sans says it isn't about the figures they picked. It's about the ones they didn't pick. And honestly, I don't think really anybody could say it probably any better than that, because again, Sans, me, Ryan, like I don't think I've heard any of us, and I'm talking about just us three, but I'm talking about anybody say like they're bad figs, like they're designed badly or anything like that. I don't think anything like that. And also, I can completely understand that this not only might not upset a lot of people, but a lot of people might not even care. Like it just doesn't really faze them. There's a lot of things that upset other people that I really don't care about. You know what I mean? And I respect that. I just don't want anybody to try and, you know, obviously tell us that we wouldn't have a right to say anything about it. But yeah, I mean, they're good figs. Yeah. And even, you know, a lot of people were talking about Cody or Jedi Bob, you know what I mean? Like, and I was rooting for them too, but for me, I was just like, at least a pilot. Just at least a pilot. Even if we only got one figure, just at least the pilot of the ship. Because that at least is something, again, that's something Ryan had brought up. Every UCS ship has had a pilot, man. That pilot. Sometimes they're recognizable name pilots, and sometimes it's just a pilot. But to not have a pilot, it's just so bizarre to me, man.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre. But yeah, it's weird, man.
I don't know if I'm gonna be getting the gunship. I don't know if I have the space for it. Probably not. I don't know if I'm gonna have the money for it. But I like that commander fig, and I might try and get him on his own.
Yeah. But I will say, like, my rant video is probably gonna have more to do with a lot of the stuff that they said.
Yeah.
Because they said some stuff that I'm just like, what the heck? And yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Orange bricks. Yeah, I hear you. I agree. KB agrees. Hey, BFAT, what's happening? He says, not this combo again. Oh, yes, this combo again. I'm going to watch the top 10 sexiest sharks on YouTube. Hey, man. Them sharks. They be sexy. Oh, what you got? Hold on a minute. Is that the new one?
No, this is the one from last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wanted all these figs here, and so I bought it.
Yeah, I actually would like that.
I'm starting to get into Marvel now.
Yeah, I don't really like that particular helicarrier, but I do like the figs.
I don't like the set very much, to be honest. I'm not a huge fan of the helicarrier, but I really do like the figs. And I figure, you know, I can use the parts for something, part it down and use it for something else.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
I also got this a little while ago.
What the heck is that? Wait, was that by itself?
Yeah, this is an Avengers truck. It also had like.
Is it old?
Yeah, it's from last year.
Oh. I remember now. Yeah.
Last year, and I got these two.
I love that Hawkeye though, man. That's a good Hawkeye.
That's the main reason I bought it, to be honest, and to get a good Captain America. And then getting the helicarrier kind of completes my collection. I want.
Yeah, I almost bought that Daily Bugle. I might get it at Brickfair. We'll see. Speaking of Brickfair, I still need to come up with a good game plan about going to the store.
Hello, Brickmaster.
Hey, Brickmaster. How you doing? Good morning. Because Ryan said, I think he said there's going to be like 150 people probably standing in line. And I think he said he's going like 2 or 3 hours early, maybe. I don't know. I should probably ask him because I was talking to, because Chef and me are going to be pretty much side by side during Brickfair. You know, he's going to help me out with my table and sit at my table and stuff like that. And we'll probably be riding around places together. So I was talking to him. Oh, BFab's here. Hey, BFab.
Hey, y'all. How's it going?
Good.
Yeah.
So I was telling Chef, I was like, I'm definitely going to be going to the store early. And he's like, well, how early? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, an hour was the first thing that I thought of, but I don't know. I don't want to miss out. But at the same time, I also wanted to protest, even though I'm still buying the damn thing.
So, what I'm confused. So, what? So, everyone's making videos now about the gunship, right? Is that what's going on?
Oh, and I don't know about everybody, but yeah, there have definitely been a few.
Yeah. I saw that Ryan made one good video. And then, yeah, so.
But yeah, there's been a couple. I don't know how many yet, but I'm getting ready to add to the list, so I'll be making one. Bricks, that's great. You shaved your mustache, man.
You know, he kind of looks like my old gym teacher now, which is kind of scary to think about. He sent me a photo of him without a mustache, and I'm like, you know what? I don't know what to say.
KV, what are you saying? Well, it's possible we could be getting a play scale gunship in a year or so. That's why they didn't really put in ask for minifigures. They should have.
I don't know why. Wait, what? So I guarantee you guys, I will bet my soul and my life on it that we will not get a gunship next year or the following year. Lego's not going to just jump into that already. There's no way.
Yeah, I don't feel like we'd get one that fast, but who knows, you know. But I will say we've had multiple gunships in the past. Now we get this oversized one. I feel like, yes, they should definitely make a minifig scale one for everybody.
I'm pretty sure that the last gunship we got, I believe, was 2013.
Yeah.
Somebody correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's a long time ago, man.
Yeah, so it's not like we're going to wake up tomorrow and there's going to be a new gunship or whatever, you know. So
yeah, probably not for a couple of years at least.
Yeah.
117.
If I'm wrong, cancel me again. It's happened way too often. Feel free to do it again.
I don't think they do it for next year for the 20th anniversary of episode 2 unless they do like a mini one, like they've done with the slave one and the X-Wing and the
thing is, in general, Lego doesn't tend to make a lot of sets off episode 2. They tend to neglect episode 2 a lot.
They do.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that 117 says he doesn't think he's going to Brickfair. Opieville Repeat says, what up, BFab?
Yo, OBR, how's it going, man? Still getting all the ladies, I presume?
Brick
Especially
Studio,
your wife?
I don't know why they would be unhappy about, or why they'd be happy about that, but I don't. It's all good. KB says it's possible. Who knows? Orange Brick says watch. There may be minifigures we want in a 4+ set. I mean, look, something that a few of us have mentioned, and I really believe what we say about this. If they didn't ask us what minifigs that we wanted in the sets or whatever, like, I'm sure we'd probably still be like, oh, there's no Jedi Bob or whatever. But I mean, it wouldn't have been made as a big deal.
Though I feel like people aren't taking in consideration that Disney has a larger play into this, right? Like, Disney's probably not looking at their franchise right now. Let's make up a character that is non-existent because Lego Star Wars fans care about that. But that's not realistic. It's like adding something. It's like adding a city minifigure to the Star Wars franchise, right? It's like, that's not realistic. No matter what Lego did back in the day, it's still not a realistic move. And I feel like it doesn't look good on Disney.
And I mean, and look, I'm not saying I wouldn't buy that or anything or accept that or whatever. I just think it goes back to the other thing is it'd just be cool if they could just tell us stuff. You know, just, you know,
But
they don't have to, obviously, but it'd just be great if they would.
I mean, the thing is, you have to ask, like, what can they tell us? What are they allowed to say? You know, like, I feel like some of the responses. I was reading some of the Brick Fanatics article. I don't feel like everything they said was wrong. I feel like, though, if, again, like you guys said, if they're going to ask us something, they should take into consideration what we want. But again, throwing in a Jedi Bob minifig is not realistic. It's like saying, yo, I'm going to throw a City minifig in an Indiana Jones set or in a Harry Potter set because they did it back in the day, because I'm assuming things were more flexible back in the day when Disney didn't own the rights to Lucasfilm.
I mean, that could be perfectly legit. I mean, that doesn't make sense with Cody or a pilot, but yeah, with Jedi Bob, I could see if they were like, no, he's not even a real character. Yeah, so I mean, I could see that. I mean, but I don't know, the way they describe it, we wouldn't know the difference anyways.
I honestly think they did a really good job. I think the overall design and the minifigs all look really good.
Yeah, they totally do. Yeah.
I think in general, like us as like Lego fans, we always find something to say. Again, that's not a bad thing. We're very picky because we want the best out of the best, right? I mean, you know how that is. So
yeah, because I don't bring this stuff up with like Funko Pops, you know, or anything like that, because Funko Pop doesn't, you know, act like their shit don't stink. But that's just me. This is me talking. This is me talking. But you're right. You're right. I agree.
Also, this set is going to sell amazing no matter what. So good for Lego.
I do feel it's going to sell pretty good. You know, I mean, like, you'd think it wouldn't, because how does a $350 Lego set sell really good? But obviously, we've seen the Cantina, Diagon Alley, other UCS sets, or, you know, whatever the case may be. Anything, dude, over $100 sets sell out all the time.
Yeah.
Well, it's because y'all are willing to spend your whole like paycheck on a Lego set.
I know, it's pretty wild, man.
It's just like, do I eat this week or do I buy this new Lego set? It's like, oh, guess I'm gonna starve this week.
Ramen noodles, it is, baby.
Oh, you're like digging in the trash can for some food. You're like, oh, I guess I could eat this banana skin or like whatever. You're just like, oh, but I get this new gunship, you know, like.
Just build it. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. I see there's Lego Mike. I hope all of you guys are doing good. Having a good day. Oh yeah, I got some videos to make. I gotta make some videos today, man.
I
was gonna make that.
Working on videos again because I decided I didn't want to for a while, and I'm scripting a video currently. I was gonna work on it yesterday, but I kept falling asleep. So.
Well, I got another Shake the Hive video. I got another Journey to Brickfair video I gotta make. I haven't even done any vlogs lately.
Yeah, I'm making an exposed video on a bunch of YouTubers, so stay tuned.
Oh my god, I can't wait to see me, man.
Everyone wants me to. I was like, yo, Pizza, who are you targeting next? I'm like, I could, or yeah, no, I'm not going to. Though one day I kind of want to get back into drama. We need some drama in the Lego community. I'm about to bring it to the Lego. So,
hey, it gets the views, don't it?
Yeah.
I've looked at I was glancing through a few YouTubers stuff last night, and there was one in particular. I'm not gonna mention any names, but I was like, oh wow, those videos got a lot of views. Okay, big drama videos.
I mean, I think the Lego community needs a tad bit of drama. Not too much drama, but a tad bit.
Dude, the Lego community could use anything. If people don't like it, they don't have to watch it.
No, we just need more fun. I mean, the thing is, like, I think that sometimes a lot of people say this, like, we don't need drama, but there needs to be a sort of balance, right? Like, there doesn't need to be drama all the time and this and this and that, but like having drama adds fun to the Lego community.
Well, and dude, it's just like when there's a car accident on the road, everybody turns their head and looks, man. You know what I mean?
100%.
It doesn't mean it's a good thing, but to say that things aren't interesting, you know, people want to know or find out or just not mind their own business. That's just the way people are.
Well, that's why, like, for me, it's like when I make videos that piss people off, because even if I lose 20 subscribers from a video, YouTube does this. YouTube is kind of a jerk. Where, like, if you're gonna unsubscribe, dislike the video, leave a comment how you're angry, YouTube's like, oh, he really liked the video. Let's recommend 10 other of his videos. So then they're screwed catching more of my videos, which improves my views. So, like, I'm literally purposely egging you on to piss you off. I mean, yeah, it's my opinion. I'm more vocal than most people, but what I'm doing is I'm kind of taking a hit. I'm losing subs that were never loyal, right? But I'm also gaining more views because YouTube's like, nah, screw you. I'm going to recommend more videos. And then they get angry and they dislike those videos. And then they get recommended more videos. That's what was happening with the Bionicle community. When I made my video, all of a sudden they're like, I hate this guy. I keep getting recommended his videos.
Next thing you know, they see more of your videos in their feed.
Oh, no, it was so annoying. They're like, I don't know why YouTube keeps recommending this channel. I'm like, you might as well like and subscribe.
I find it weird when, like, all of a sudden, like, YouTube recommends like a news video from like 8 months ago, and I'm like, and I won't pay attention to the date, and I'm like, holy crap, that's going on right now.
That's why
like,
I
wait a
took down
minute.
like 300 videos. I took down either 300 or 400 videos, but they were just news videos that I wasn't proud of. And also, like, I'd go on my personal account, right? I mean, I still watch YouTube on my personal account, but like mostly non-Lego stuff. And I kept getting recommended, like, ooh, let's say Lego Ned Flanders, or not Ned Flanders, Ned from, like, Lego Spider-Man, the little pack, kept getting, like, recommended to me, that video. And I'm like, why does this video keep getting recommended to me? And I just took it down. So I took down, like, 400 videos. I'm just like, these are garbage videos, and my channel now has a certain amount of standards where, like, you know, I have to reach a certain level now. And like, now I believe I am a better content creator when it comes to editing and this and that, and actually putting effort in my videos, which I feel like a lot of people don't do.
No, I agree. And it's real easy. It's real easy sometimes not to. No, I mean, it's real easy sometimes not to, for different reasons. Look, and I'll say, like, one of the things for me is, like, time. I don't have a lot of time, and there's too many times, and I'll be completely honest with you guys, and I'm working on it. I'm trying to get better at it. There are a lot of times I'll rush, or I won't take all the necessary steps I need to make sure the video might be a little bit better, because I'm scared it'd take me too long to put a video out. But I don't do it a lot, and I don't do it horribly. But there are times, like, I won't go back and change something because it'd be like another 4 hours worth of work or something, you know. Especially sometimes with the stop motions, because they're so long and tedious that if you mess something up and you don't see it soon enough, you could have a lot of work ahead of you. So, I mean, but then there's just people that are just straight up just lazy. And that's something I don't ever consciously try to be about my videos. You know, I feel like being lazy, like missing something and then just being lazy about making something is two different things. Because if you don't put any effort into your stuff at all, people are going to see that. You got to have some.
I got to get going.
Oh, all right. Bye, Jay.
Take care, Jay.
Bye,
I know
everybody.
we were talking all the time. Every time I show up, so you leave. If I would have showed up, Jay would have been here the whole time.
I don't know. It's hard to say, man. I think he was mentioning earlier about somehow he had to leave, but he didn't know when.
I mean, that's a good excuse. Yeah. Sorry, I talk over you. My bad. Scream a little bit louder next time, you know?
But there's definitely things that if you don't put any pride or love into your work, you know, people are definitely going to see it. And that's the one thing I do have about my channel on my content, man, is I do love my work. I take pride in it. It's a good thing.
This day and age, you literally have to step up quality when it comes to, like, everything, because there's amazing editors, like, they're like, you know, like Generic Stud. I keep praising the kid. The kid is so talented, where you see his work and then you see, like, a grown man, right? A teenager is doing better than everyone combined in the Lego community. And you see grown men who are making, like, they're sitting in front of their camera. They're putting maybe one word up there. They're not putting out any effort in their edits or anything. And then it's embarrassing. Like, and that's why for myself, I had to step up my quality because I'm sitting there and I'm like, you know, I'm inspired by a lot of the younger individuals. Like, there's Blitz.
Oh, for sure.
All those guys, amazing editors. And you're like, well, what can I do to improve my content?
Right.
And you have to, because again, you're not going to match today's standards. Like, a lot of these YouTubers this day and age are making content like they're back in 2005. Like, I've seen, it's really funny. I'm subbed to a lot of people who've quit Lego for a while and they come back like 10 years later or whatever. And they're still making the same video quality and same videos that worked for them 10 years ago. Well, you're not being realistic. You have to literally get with the times.
Yeah. And that's true. I mean, it's hard sometimes to understand that. I mean, and especially as you get a little older, because obviously there's going to be there's clearly some things that are escaping from me. You know, a lot of it is mostly language. You know, there's some things that you can tell my age, not because if I don't know what it means, but because I'm like, why the hell would you even say that?
No, it's actually the sexy silver fox.
Like, for instance, the word sus.
Yeah.
Okay. Means like you're suspect, right? You know, like
suspicious, yeah, suspect.
Right.
Yeah.
Why would you just say suspect? Like, are you that goddamn lazy? You got to leave out the other part of the word.
I think Among Us made that popular. And the funny thing is, I didn't know what it meant either until I started playing Among Us with people, and they're like, "Oh, you're sus."
It's not about not knowing what it means. It's just like, I'm like, I don't understand, man. Like, I remember years and years and years ago. This was clearly before some of you were even born, because this was damn near 20 years ago. No, it wasn't that quite. Maybe 15. I don't know, because I remember Niall, you know, my daughter was pretty young. The term, it's been a minute, like, since I've seen you. Like, it's been a long time. And people would be like, hey, man, it's been a minute since I've seen you. I'm like, that's a horrible way to describe that, man. It's like, if it's been a long time since you've seen somebody, a minute, it's not a good description. But for me, sometimes I take things a little too literal. Like, you know, like.
Also, I'm going to cut you off. Ryan wants a link.
Oh. All right, hold on, Ryan. I got you, brother. But yeah, again, it's just sometimes it's my age, sometimes it's just my personality. Like I said, I'm just a little too literal sometimes.
Yeah, I know. That's why we try to cancel you every other week. So.
Hey, Sidious.
Then you like clip it, you know? It's like, eh.
What's up, Sidious? I didn't forget that gift. Just haven't gone to the post office and see I'm sitting the butcher's. He's not talking about you, BFAB. He's talking about him.
Oh, yeah.
He got a shirt he was going to send me. Dude, you're good, Sidious. You're good, man. No, it's all good. I mean, don't get me wrong. I look forward to getting the shirt. It's a cool ass shirt, man. It's one of the shirts that he designed, so it's really cool. What is KB said? You
want me to send Ryan the link, or did you send it?
No, he's got it. He's here. Hold on.
Okay.
Number 2, Lego Star Wars fan. Also stupid.
Ryan first thing his entrance. He's brushing his teeth.
Hi, Ryan.
Oh, Noah's here too.
Oh, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? I was watching you guys stream yesterday.
What's up?
It's been a while, H2. It's been a while.
It has been. It has been indeed.
I think the last time I talked to you was like 2014.
Dude, that is so long ago. Like, oh my
I was
God.
like, that seems like a while ago now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it seems like it's a decade ago for me because there's just been so much that's happened since then. So.
Yeah, I mean, didn't you used to live in like Idaho and you moved to Germany or something?
Idaho. Even worse, Alabama.
Oh my God.
You moved to where?
Oh gosh. Oh man.
Hey, no worries. Like Alabama, not the place. It's all
Dude, you know what? Alabama. You know the relationship that I have with Alabama. I used to live in Pensacola, and when I moved to Pensacola, everybody told me it was called the Redneck Riviera.
I mean that is true.
Because it's right on Alabama. But I had a lot of good times out in Alabama. I went on visited there a bunch of times. I would go to the casino sometimes, go play cards and stuff.
Right.
And
I was making fun of you for sounding old, talking about the all the words.
yeah, man. I noticed Brickmaster says, "Hi, you do not speak in a trendy way, so your channel is timeless."
You just gotta ask your kid, Hive. I mean, that's literally, if I don't know what something means, I just ask my little brother. He's like, "You don't know what this means?" And I'm like, "Dude, I'm 22. You're 17. You know, like, come on."
Well, and here's the thing, man, that a lot of people, as they get older, you know, whether it's my age or older than me or even younger than me, that a lot of them don't realize, like, dude, I'm trying not to curse too bad because we're on the morning show, but I don't care about certain things. Like, I'm not going to be
You
like
need to care, Hive.
offended.
Okay, you're
Dude,
canceled
look,
again. Come on.
dude, look, if you grow older, man, and you start trying to, like, stay young or act young, dude, come on. Just act your fucking age, man. Come on.
It does get weird.
It does, man. And like sometimes I think a lot of people don't realize it. Maybe I don't know. But most of the times, like, dude, just be yourself. Just be yourself, man, and just be cool.
Like when you see like grandmas on TikTok, and you're like, "Wait, aren't you supposed to be like in a retirement home or something?" You know,
Stop
like,
twerking, Grandma. Get off TikTok.
Not twerk.
Dude, that's cool.
Like, Grandma, I know you got a nice ass, but come on, man.
Hey, I was
You're
gonna
embarrassing me.
It's really funny. Even like people like my mom, she's into TikTok. Did you see this TikTok? I'm like, Mom, I'm not on TikTok. And it's just the weirdest feeling out there. Like even seeing her like use a phone, because for like 10 years she was against getting a regular phone and she just wanted to use her flip phone. Like I still remember she broke her flip phone. She went out of the way to find another flip phone. And now she's like, "Oh, Dad, I have this iPhone, this and that." And I'm like, "Oh my God, this is weird."
I'm really excited. Sans got his most viewed video ever now.
Dude, I haven't seen where it's at.
You did a
right
great
now,
job
but,
promoting it, Brian.
I know. I really got it on the end screen, link in the description, and top comment pin link. Like you can't beat that.
When I saw the views, I'm like, "There's no way." And then I'm like, "Oh, Brian." I'm like, "Yep, there's a way."
Well, I mean, it is a good title too, but yeah, I mean,
I wish he would have edited the video. He didn't edit the video. So he added a charity talk.
part of the allure of the video, or part of what makes the video raw.
I know it was.
I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna sit in a chair and talk.
Well, because it was. I mean, he cut it obviously a little bit, but it was almost like one long take, man.
Yeah.
Some of the most popular videos on YouTube are just very simple raw videos. So just because something's edited doesn't mean it's good, and vice
Or
versa.
they just have a really popular friend, you know.
Well, I mean, it depends on what it is. I mean, obviously, if it's just like a rant video, sometimes you don't need like a lot of editing. You know what I mean? It just depends. I guess it just depends. But it was nice. It was refreshing. You know.
Well, yeah, on YouTube,
Mine's definitely not going to sound as calm. I can tell you that.
I don't know. His wasn't very calm either, and I mean, but I very much liked when he's like, I know some designers probably don't like minifigures. He's like, I don't care. Like, yes, exactly. That.
Well, and like I brought up one of his quotes earlier too that I thought was a really good quote about the minifigure stuff, because he said it's not what they picked, it's what they didn't pick.
Right.
And I thought that was very well put, man, because nobody's trying to shit on the figures because they're bad figures. That's what Jay was talking about earlier. It's just that what they didn't pick, dude. And again, I'm not, for me, I would have liked to have seen the ones that we picked, whether it was Bob or Cody or whatever. But for me, it was just like, why didn't you guys at least have a pilot, dude? Why didn't you guys at least have a
It's a
pilot?
collector's item,
Not
right?
only
You have
did
the
they
little
not
like,
have a pilot, they then
Even if it was just
Oh,
one
you
fig,
can't
just
use
one
that one
fig.
pilot.
Even if
okay,
it's just
so the
one
mini
fig
figs
and
are
they
what,
put a
just a
pilot, I would
regular
say at least
yellow-
that makes sense. That's not what we picked. That's not what we wanted, but at least it makes sense. But they couldn't even be bothered with that, dude.
So the minifigs, right? You have the yellow, the yellow minifig, right? The yellow clone trooper and Mace Windu. I mean, I feel like they're following the trend of the other UCS sets, like the what's it called? The Imperial Starfighter. Fuck, I don't know my Star Wars language. The Triangle Ship, which I think that has two minifigs too. Star Destroyer.
I just,
It
dude,
has nothing to do with the number of minifigs. 2 is the right number. It has everything to do with the fact that they asked and then shat in our
Yeah,
face.
but Ryan, don't you think, okay, like Jedi Bob, right? Not a real minifig. It's like I was saying to Hive earlier. It's like throwing a city
Not a
set,
real
a
minifig.
city minifig into a Star Wars set. You know?
I mean, and like I said, I don't really agree, but I understand. I can accept that. Because you're right. Maybe there was something, and that seems like a legitimate thing. You know what I mean? But
arguing about it, but the people saying that like it shouldn't have had these things aren't people that were interested in buying it.
You're right. No, you're
said,
100%
we're going to give
right.
you $350 if you put Jedi Bob in the set are people that were going to give you $350 if you put Jedi Bob in the set. It's not all these people making strawman arguments about how minifigs don't matter in a fucking UCS set. I'm sorry, I'm cursing.
it's all right.
Minifigs don't matter in a UCS set. These were people that were genuinely excited for this product, wanted these things. Lego, more importantly, asked for these things. These aren't people that are just randomly upset about it to be upset about it. Lego asked. We were very clear about it. And then, you have these people making straw man arguments, and you can make the easy way to get people to agree with you. Oh, everyone says Lego doesn't listen to the fans, but then lists examples of times Lego half listened to the fans, like the Final First Battle Pack, where they then took advantage of the fans by doubling the price for the UCS gunship. Where yes, they made the UCS gunship into their credit; it's amazing. But they also asked us very specifically about the minifigs and didn't listen. And then I don't know who's saying they're not making Clone Wars sets, because they're making Clone Wars sets, and they're like that's not a I don't know that's a they are and I've been defending them on that for a long time. But yeah, this is not coming from nowhere.
Lego does a half-assed job. I mean, yeah, that's a fair point. I mean, maybe if they did listen to their fans, you'd get more. People.
Well, look, I think Lego as a whole does treat everybody pretty shitty about some stuff. We can all agree about that. But look, and I say this somewhat lightly because I want to make sure I have my facts straight and everything. But it just really feels like they treat Star Wars fans shittier than everybody else. Like, look, Ryan brought up. Look, when we all complain about stuff. Look, I love listening to rant videos from anybody, but sometimes we throw out little nuggets of really solid points. Ryan brought up a good one about how with the minifig stuff, about how Harry Potter, they had a CMF line and everything. We don't have that. So when we have these missed opportunities, they affect us a lot heavier than they would somebody else. Right, it's magnified.
There's no opportunity to come in and be like, here's 20 figures we should have put in sets, but we didn't. And now you can just buy them for $5. As locking things behind, everything's locked behind a paywall. To sit here and argue about how much is too much is stupid. And you're trying to be infallible, or you're really trying to sit there on your high horse of, oh, I'm just looking out for the people that can't afford it. Look, no matter how much something costs, someone's not gonna be able to afford it, and I don't want to get into that.
Yeah, I love when people bitch about oh, this is unfair, I can't afford it. You should have made the gunship $5.
No, it's never It's never I can't afford it. It's other people can't afford it. It's think of the kids. It's that kind of argument.
I know, and it's such a flawed thing to say.
I have yet to make a genuine counter argument. I'm fine to have a conversation about it, but I'm not gonna have a conversation with, but the kids.
Right.
This is plus that. Get out of here. You're banned.
I've seen a lot of bigger influencers recently use that excuse for everything. It actually pisses me off. I always want to say stuff, but
and that's why I was asking earlier. And again, I'm not trying to be a certain way about it. I just feel like it's really important that LAN members say some of the stuff that you don't have to rant like we do or put it in a bad way. Legitimately, calmly ask questions, man. Ask these questions and see what kind of answers you guys get. Or do you guys think that maybe the things that they say aren't whatever?
I tried asking questions and LAN.
Justin.
Because look, a lot of people I've heard this say oh, you guys are acting stupid over nothing, or acting blah blah blah, or your feelings hurt, or whatever. Look, dude, it's not like we're losing sleep over it, okay? It's not like I'm coming home from work thinking about it and screaming at my wife man, it's Lego, blah, blah. It's not like that, man. But if you think that we're not going to call out stuff from the best toy company, we're gonna do it, man. And
I think we're making them better. Truly, I think that when we complain about everything, I mean, I believe it helps a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We should be.
Yeah, you should. We should not be passive.
and
Would
we
you
said
buy it?
nothing about it, we'd get the same product. The way to improve is to get feedback.
And imagine
we
if
bitch about a lot of stuff,
they were going to go, well,
Yeah.
you guys never complained about it, so we
Yeah.
thought you guys were fine, you know.
BFAB, look at who took all the heat for complaining about land so much for the last year, and look at the people now benefiting from it.
Yeah, no, you got kicked out. You were honestly out of everyone in
I
the
got
land, and I always appreciate
fucked.
Ryan for this. Ryan was vocal. Ryan didn't give a crap what people thought. He's just like, here's how it is, take it or leave it. And that's why you knew, Ryan being in the land, you were to get your honest opinion. Other people, you can't trust other people. I can like other people, but you don't know how biased they are, because no matter what, some people are a little biased. Ryan, no bias, but when you call out Lego gets triggered, and they're like, you're out. Because again, Ryan was the most influential person on the land, gets the highest views. It was stupid to kick you out.
Like, think about this. I got kicked out of land for joking about potentially recommending fake Lego. I've made a dozen videos completely denouncing it with hundreds of thousands of views, but the one joke that had 70 viewers watching, that was too much. And then they let the person who is selling knockoff Star Wars characters reveal the gunship and has been selling them for a decade. But that's all fair and well, and yeah, that makes sense.
I know. And
I think
can
there's
you
also a lot of
believe
other annoying
that?
things
man? Like,
sorry.
No, I'm just commenting like what he just said. Like it's insane to me. You know what I mean? That happened that way. And then on top of that, again, I know it's gonna sound like I'm being salty, but it's not that. But there are other members that I've seen get this gunship right now, and I'm like, why are they getting this gunship, dude?
I don't.
That's not even like their niche. You know what I mean? Or you know, it's like. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
forget that Ryan got a fake Lego store closed down. Like, does Lego ignore certain things? Like, I've been like, yo, he got this fake Lego store closed down. Remember that? Like, the thing is, I even remember that Bad Brick podcast episode. That was amazing. That was a good episode. It was clearly a joke. You weren't serious about it.
I would
you were pissed.
Can you
but,
find
you know,
BFAB? Do you know when in that episode the quote was? Because I really don't want to listen to the whole thing.
I don't. I listened to the episodes from the tanning bed. Literally, I listened like 12 minutes at a time.
I'll ask Matthew. Probably no, it's all right.
Yeah, it's pretty insane though, man. But that also goes to show me, for them, it proves to me, my personal opinion, my point of, again, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong if you want to be in land. I'm not saying that, man. But I want to make sure, like, if I was going in land, I would be clear to understand that it's an exchange. I will get some stuff from you, and you get free advertisement. That's really what it is, man. Is land members are free advertisement for Lego.
No, you don't understand vibe. They literally sat there and told me it's not. I'm not kidding.
Well, then what do they think it is?
I helped them make like think of the 501st Battle Pack alone probably made them God knows how many millions of dollars.
Yeah, for sure.
How many of those have sold and will continue to sell for the next year? And you're going to tell me that I'm not an advertising tool for you and you don't want to help me help you.
And that's the 501st. That's not the gunship gang. That's not just in general, man. You can't deny the influence, you know, that you've had. I mean, like, come on, man. That's not trying to be egotistical. That's just straight.
I mean, it's not. I mean, the thing is, I'll praise Ryan, like, to, you know, Kingdom Come, because he is responsible for a lot of, you know, things like the, you know, the gunship and the 501st Battle Pack.
Who has reaped the benefits? Who has
Lego? Lego.
No, well, Lego.
Well,
but I'm thinking on a micro level of community. Well, like who does Lego go to and give all the interviews to? Blogs and
David.
who the reveals to? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And why? Because Ryan says what he wants to say.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, it's just that's what makes me so mad about it, dude. Is like, look. If Ryan was a bad person, I don't know about everybody else, but I wouldn't even really be hanging around with Ryan. I mean, look, we all mess around with each other. We all joke, and we can be
about some Legos, but I think I'm far from what I would define as.
But Ryan, I've seen you give back to your fans. You talk to them. You communicate with them. You meet them. You greet. I mean, dude, you do a lot of stuff, man.
There's
like,
nothing.
But just because you call out bullshit that Lego does. To me, dude. Honestly, I can't imagine any other reason what the problem would be.
And I hear people call me entitled, bro. Like, if I had like 1,000 subscribers and I was like saying, "Oh, hey, I think I deserve to reveal the UCS gunship or earned that right or whatever," like, however you want me to phrase it, that sounds not entitled.
Yeah.
I feel like I had earned it. I feel like I'm at a point where I have
agree.
earned that sort of thing. And
No, I look.
not like
I can't remember. I can't remember who it was.
I'm not,
Somebody messaged me on Instagram, and they were talking about David's freaking interview thing or whatever, and
It was so
and we
boring.
were
I
both,
love
we were
David,
both
but
like,
it's
we were both
boring.
just like, we were both. And look, I hate even saying it because I don't want it to seem like, I mean, I'm trying to like I've said this before, like trying to kiss Ryan's ass or nothing like that, because it's not. But we were both agreeing, man. It just didn't seem. It didn't. But we were both agreeing. It just didn't seem fair, dude. It just didn't seem fair, man. And not even just with David, but again, I'm not gonna say anybody's names, but there's a couple other people out there that I seen get the set, and I'm like,
I got
dude.
rejected from LAN at 60,000 subs. I've been working on this for so long, trying so hard, pouring my all into it, and then Lego at every turn has disrespected me, given me way less than I could have ever expected. Like, yeah, so you're entitled. Like, dude, I have a massive following. I've enjoyed doing this for so long. I still want to be able to enjoy doing it, but holy crap, does it make it hard to do it when the company that you enjoy the product of so much just pisses on you every time.
Dude, Ryan, I have been so sad on different occasions for you. I swear, man, I've looked at stuff and I'm like, dude, that makes me so sad. I can't imagine how it must make you feel, man.
Like, I don't know. It's like you won the Super Bowl and then you just don't get the trophy or something. I don't know.
And again, it's not like you're a bad person. Can you be controversial? Can you have different opinions? Yeah. But
if you're a vocal individual, the land doesn't like you. They don't like getting called out on bullshit. Lego doesn't like that. Like, I still think it's hilarious when Ryan was calling Lego stupid on Twitter. I'm just like, he's right. And I'm like laughing this whole time. But like, there's some truth to it. Like, a lot of people are not saying anything. Like, again, even let's say, look at the leaks. You know, when like Lego's like, you can only cover like set numbers now. No one said shit.
Well, so that was fun. Yeah, I got really upset about that because that's a really important part of what I do. They held some meeting at 8 a.m. I told them, I mean, I'm probably not going to be there. It's 8 a.m. No, you saw, I would have slept till like noon today. And like, I'm like, dude, there's no way. They know my time schedule, whatever. And I'm like, here's like 3 questions I would like to know the answers to if you could not like nothing. And then and you expect me to not be upset about that because you don't give me the basic level of respect that I feel like I've earned or deserve or whatever. Because I'm really like in the public like videos, yeah, I'm animated, whatever. But when I talk to them, it's like I'm having a conversation with my parents, very respectful, cordial, whatever. Like I don't know how else to say
look,
it.
This is kind of an interesting analogy. Okay, imagine if you got a chance to interview Dave Filoni. Okay, now you know he's a fan.
What do you mean? I'm standing in front of him.
Right, I know. Right? Everybody thinks I look like Dave Filoni.
Have you walked into that one?
I know, right? But okay, so imagine if you got a chance to ask and you asked him, like, "Hey, man, are you a fan of Star Wars?" Like, of course he'd probably be like, "Yeah, man," and it shows in his work. If you walked up to these designers and you asked that same question, they probably would cut that question out because I truly don't think they're fans at all.
I think there's a mix. I mean, Lego pulls people from everywhere, you know.
Now they might
Not
be a
everyone who
fan,
works for
like
Lego is a
Mrs.
fan.
Hive is a fan.
Yeah,
she loves the movies, but she don't she don't know the lore. She don't understand,
Look,
she wouldn't understand the pilot gunship compared to,
I think it'd be very hard to do what they do and not actually give a rat's ass about the movies or the franchise or whatever. Like they have to know what the design, like the gunship shows for itself. I mean, it's a really good build. They obviously looked at a lot of source material and understood what it was. However, I don't think they understand their product or the fandom the way that maybe you and I do, and that's where the disconnect. Like they come in, they do their job, they build the sets, and that's kind of it. I would guess. I don't know
who has that input.
But I feel like there's a lack of like, hey, the community needs this or whatever. And I don't like 100,000 people watch my videos like every time I upload a lot of the time. There's a substantial amount of people that clearly agree with me for whatever reason, whether if they're 12 years old and they're just regurgitating what I say, or if they're 25 years old and just regurgitating what I say because I said it and that's how it works exactly. And nobody else can have the same opinion as me, obviously. Like clearly there's a substantial amount of people that feel this way. And I don't know. It's rough.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Hybrid T
I
Productions.
still love how people on like social media, there's a big leaker. When I say a big leaker, like a decent sized leaker, and everyone's like, "Oh, Ryan's so entitled, this and that." I'm like, dude, can people not have opinions this day and age either? Like, can you not have an opinion that is against everybody else's, or can you want more from Lego? I think like, oh, you can't be a 24-year-old man complaining about Lego, and it's like, dude, chill.
Oh, I'll be a 25-year-old man complaining about Lego next year. Don't you worry. We'll fix that.
No, that just pisses me off. Like the Lego community, everyone's so fucking sensitive. It's just like when you complain about a Lego set, people act like you're
that's a
fucking
lot of the world,
attacking.
though.
People act like you're attacking a person. It's a fucking piece of plastic, for fuck's sake. I don't get it. Okay, sorry. I was like, I'm passionate.
Yes, calm down. It's all right. I mean, look, I agree, but at the same time, man, it's just like it's about perception, BFAB. We are passionate about Lego. When I talk to my coworkers about Lego, like they're cool about it, but like, they don't give a crap about minifigs and stuff like that. But I'm not into, like, I know Ryan is, but I'm not into like sports as much. I watch some sports, and I follow some of it and stuff like that. But Ryan might be like, man, what kind of shot was that, or whatever, you know what I mean? And I might look at him and be like, dude, big deal. You know what I mean? So it's just about perception. Yeah. But it is kind of disingenuous for others to be like, oh, it's just Lego, like, why are you upset? You know what I mean? Like, dude, there's, like I said, we're not losing sleep over it or nothing like that.
I am.
But there's nothing wrong with making legitimate, complaints about stuff, man. Especially something about, like, again, I know we say it all the time, but Lego has that slogan, only the best. They're a multi-billion-dollar company. You know what I mean? So we're going to hold them to standards, man. That's just how it is. There really isn't really much else I don't think to say about it. Sidious, yeah. Shocks me that they made a drunk Thor set. I love it. Oh, you're talking about the bro Thor?
Yeah.
That's a cool set.
Yeah, it is, man. It is definitely.
The problem, I told Ryan, I said that the problem I have right now with sets as like a collector and also as a mock builder is the fact that I would rather buy the sets just for minifigs, even if the set is cool. Like, I got the Republic gunship sent to me thanks to my group, Rebel Leg. Got to review it. It was a good time. But after, like, I reviewed it and took a look at everything and, uploaded the video and whatnot, I was kind of thinking to myself, okay, what am I now going to do with the set?
Right.
And to be honest, I was like, you know what? This is going to be the one set that I'm going to display in my Lego room because A, this is the UCS gunship and something that I really wanted. And, out of like the multitude of sets that I've seen in the past like 3 years that have come out, I don't think of many sets to like display because, for example, Ryan built the Moff Gideon's cruiser, for example. I like that, and I'm thinking to myself, I like the minifigs. Like, the minifigs are solid. The set itself also okay, but it's not something where I would say, yes, I want to display that set. But then I look at the gunship and I'm like, yeah, that's something I display. The only problem with that set obviously is the figures that we got, the 2 figures, which
right.
I'm fine with the clone. I actually think the clone's really good. Told Ryan that. Mace Windu, obviously, everybody kind of hates that one right now just because, like, it's almost the same one as, like, the previous one we got. Different print on the face and a different print on the torso. So as a collector, as a mock builder, like I said, I'm more into collecting the minifigs, and most times I'll take the sets. If I'm buying the whole set, because at times I'll, like, look, all right, is it cheaper to buy the set and then sell the set? Keep the minifigs, or is it cheaper to buy the minifigs? I'll usually buy the set, take the minifigs out, take the set, bag it all, and then send it off to someone that I know that sells on Bricklink or whatnot. Right. They're going to part it out. But like when it comes to the gunship, obviously that's one I'm going to display. It's a sad thing because I'd love to display more sets, but it's just how it is.
Well, it's definitely a big one, so you definitely need room for it. That's for sure. And I just thought of something too. When you were talking about Moff Gideon ship, I thought of Moff Gideon, then it made me think of the Darksaber, and Ryan's already made this complaint about the Darksaber as well. Dude, yeah, why they couldn't have made one for us? It blows my mind. And then they had that new piece with the Monkey Kid sets. the Monkey King sets. The long piece, like why wouldn't you have used that for like Darth Maul?
I think they said that the current lightsaber piece is just iconic or something like that, and I'm like, yes, true.
I would have loved
but
for Maul.
Darth Maul has a double.
Yeah, correct.
But like you have the piece. You don't even make a new mold.
You already used one for the Count Dooku. You got one for Asajj Ventress.
Right.
This makes sense. It's not like no one's gonna look at this and be like, oh, this is worse, because it's not. And if they had like Asajj Ventress and Dooku made Maul their own special hilt, they would have got way more use out of that than they have Asajj Ventress and Count Dooku's molds, because Maul shows up way more.
I mean, and do I even need to bring up the quote the dude just said about like no detail is spared or whatever?
Every garment, every piece, like that.
Right, like just be consistent, Lego.
Like
You don't have to say that, but now you said it, and now you're beholden to it.
Like, do you think we're dumb? Like we're just gonna forget these things you guys say or do? Hey, Bricks and Mortar, what's happening? Good morning. I don't know. So, like I said, it's not like we're all trying to be negative Nancy's about stuff, man. Because again, if you listen to us, we love the set. We think the minifigures are great, just not what should be there.
Right. If you want to hear me say good things about Lego, go watch today's review, and you'll hear good things. But I only ever say bad things, is what people say. So I'm not really sure how to feel about that. But you get the point.
I know. I've tried not to be too negative lately, man. I really try. I just can't help it, man. And it's not about being negative. I just call stuff out. I don't know. However, we do gotta wind down. I gotta sit down a little early today. I was mentioning earlier that it's my daughter's last weekend here, so
You hang out with your dad?
trying to do some stuff. I'm gonna go see if Classic Plastic Bricks is open today, though.
Oh no!
Oh man, that dude.
Oh, not that guy. No.
Well, because we're going downtown Ellicott City, so since we're gonna be down there, I figured I might as well go in and.
That dude is hilarious. I love the guy. A lot of people don't. He is the.
No, man, I think Todd's great, dude. I don't not like him or anything. I just want him to open up his damn store, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, the dude is, like, funny. Like, I still remember this dude literally grabbed me by my jacket at a convention. He's like, is this guy causing you a problem? I didn't even know who the hell he was at the time. Like, why is this fucking random dude touching me?
I feel like at Brickfair, he's going to walk up to me and be like, man, stop talking about my store, man. It's like, I'm sorry, dude. I just want to buy your stuff. Anyway.
He's someone that if you don't get to know him, you're very weirded out or you're, like, bothered. But he's amazing. I like the guy.
Yeah, I mean, anytime I've been interactive with him, he's been super nice to me. And look, Ryan knows who he is. Iceberg is friends with him. You know what I mean? So I know he's a cool dude.
Yeah.
Bricks Mortar, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking.
We'll catch you later. Thanks for having us on.
Not a problem. I'll see you guys around.
All right.
All right, listen, everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the end broadcast button. So, yeah, Sidious. I know, right? So, anyways, I hope you all have a great Sunday today. Hope the rest of your day goes well. I might be on a stream later tonight, or I might stream. I don't know. It depends. But yeah, thank you to my panel of guests that have been in and out. BFab and TJ and Ryan and God, who was with Ryan again? I'm blank.
82 Brick Noah.
Yes, that's right. And I don't think anybody else was on today.
They saw I was here, so they decided not to join. First, they saw Jay was like, he talks too much, and then they saw I was there and like, we don't want to be around him. So,
I mean, the morning show's been a little light lately, but it's all good, man. There's open seats for people that want to join, and
next time, don't invite me and see how much people show up. They're like, oh my goodness, we're a full house today.
No, it's been like that lately. I don't know. The morning show has been a little, like I said, it's been a little light.
I honestly been working now. I know it's shocking, but I had yesterday and today off, so I'm like, do I continue to go to sleep? I'm like, I guess, and then I'm like, nah, okay, I'll join high stream. I saw Jay was there, and I'm like, he's talking too much. I need to talk over him.
You gotta talk over him.
And then he left.
So
I'm out of here.
yeah, it's all good though, man. It's all good. But yeah, no, like I said, I hope everybody has a great day. And thank you all for being here. I appreciate all of you being here so much. It definitely makes my day. And I don't know.
You know, like it better if you become his member of Super Chat. That's the only reason why Hive streams. He's like, I wonder how much members I can get today.
It's so funny. When I get back from Brickfair, I am actually going to start building up on the Duplo wall of names. Start working on that again.
Everyone, grab out your credit card right now.
Well, I already have a bunch to put up. That's what I mean. I got a bunch to catch up on. I mean, I have everybody's name. I'm pretty sure, unless there might be one or two that I really knew that I missed. But I wanted to do all the duplicates, the extra bricks that people donated and stuff. So yeah, we'll do that later. I'm just basically everything I've been focusing on lately has pretty much had to do with this bad boy here. So as a matter of fact, I was tearing out the bags. I was getting ready to start building this catamaran to put on here, but kind of running out of time right now. And like I said, we're getting ready to go downtown here in a few. So anyways, BFAB, you have a solid channel. You never sweat the trolls.
No, I feed the trolls. I'm just like,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Let me hate you, but you can hate me a lot more. I'll make it work. If I know you don't like me, I will make sure you hate my guts by the end of watching my videos, and then I'll continue to egg you on. I'm using that stuff, guys.
All right, so if you want BFAB to egg you on, definitely go over there and tell him how much you hate his channel. And he will egg you on. Anyways, all right, you guys have a great day. I appreciate all of you.